PG-13.
Oh, hey guys. It's your favorite host. I have a sore throat because I was chugging too much turkey. Gobble. Hey, speaking of turkey gobbles, there's going to be some Thanksgiving food lessons that I'd love to share with you. We're going to start off by talking about chestnuts. This is going to take about 45 minutes, so sit back, relax, open up a bottle of moonshine, um, and let's get started with season 2, episode 55 of my Fill in de Blanc. Want to see what's behind the curtain? No. Let's see. Jesse Palmer from The Bachelor's here. JoJo Siwa. It's just that annoying fucking little shit that I think your child or your nephews or nieces idolize. I want to be just like her. I'd love to be a fucking liar. I wonder if she even knows how to tell the truth. Everything is so pumped up of like being in like LA and being around studios and cameras all the time and having to be this, hi, oh my god, that's the greatest. It's super cool. Oh, you gotta try, you gotta super loud, obnoxious, overinflated with helium all the time. Pretty soon, she could be a balloon this Thanksgiving. Just someone stick some chopsticks in her and throw her up in the air and just let her float. Oh gosh. She's perfect. She's everything. I'm a gay vegan who loves dogs. And I'm going to inspire your children to be just like me. It's very easy. Let some old abusive dance teacher assault you, and make sure you have a parent that lets her do it for multiple years and F you up psychologically, and then you could sue her and get part of a settlement that puts you in front of the camera with the television company that you're also suing. Thanks, TLC. That's what happened. She sued TLC. TLC settled, and they said part of the settlement was you got to help us get an agent and user connections because the company that owns TLC probably also owns NBC, ABC, CBS, some powerhouse streaming, cable, something. And that's how they started getting part of her team. She became another person that sold her soul to the devil, like Selena Gomez, and just has a team of 10 people that all work for the top 10 billionaires in the industry, and they just strategically make sure she's in front of the camera, in front of the camera on the TV, in your computer, everything, getting her advertising deals. She has she doesn't deserve, getting everything, anything she wants, to put lots of money in her pocket. This is the way she's getting her settlement. They're not paying her cash, but they're giving her a lot of easy jobs that pay a lot of money. We're not going to give you $3 million, $5, $10 million. We're not going to give you $50 million in cash as a settlement, but we can give you low labor jobs that pay a lot of money. So we won't pay you $50 million in a settlement, but we can give you work where you could make $500 million over the next 50 years. So, hey, you go make an ad on your TikTok for this like sponge, and it'll pay like $3 million. You know what I mean? Go make a personal appearance and wave hi to these kids. We'll pay you $500,000. So we'll just start basically giving you all these extremely lucrative jobs. And that's how we're feeding you a long-term settlement. And it's best for both. Because she was abused as a kid on that dancing show, Dance Moms. Anyways, it's November 19th, 2023. This is a terrible episode, so knock yourselves out, weirdos. Make sure to like or dislike the video. I'm personally disliking this video because I could already tell it's gonna suck my nuts.
Today, host of the Golden Bachelor, Jesse Palmer. On the Special Forces World's Toughest Test, JoJo Siwa. Plus, telehead to the studio kitchen as we kick off live Thanksgiving Cooking Week. All guests alive. Welcome. You're at your wedding? This is your wedding? Oh, okay. I misunderstood the sign.
Happy anniversary.
Hi. Welcome. It's Monday, November 20th, 2023, everybody. Everybody thawing out those birds?
Thawing it out.
Get ready.
Oh, very scary to cook that bird. I can cook a steak. I can make chicken. That's really intimidating. The bird.
Yeah, especially because you've never ever done it.
Won't ever do it. I won't do it. It scares me.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted from this weekend. I was watching you shop for the holidays. Holiday shop, and by that she was going like this, bing, and you are so good at gift giving, but it was exhausting for me.
I'm sorry that it exhausts you so much. Like, are all of the people that I buy your gifts for to give to, are they always happy?
Every year.
Did you get a nice thank you note from your friends and family?
And I don't even know what I gave them.
Well, let me ask you, why are you watching your wife swipe on a phone? Like, is that part of her thing? She's like, look, if I'm going to do all this online shopping for you, you have to sit here next to me and watch it, because I'm not going to sit here and sit on this couch for 3 hours and look up deals and look up the best deals and search for specific things and do all this shopping for, 200 people. And then you're just going to grab a basketball and be like, okay, babe, I'm going to go to the gym and hang out with the fellas. No. You don't have to do it, but you will be miserable with me. You're going to sit on this couch and you're going to watch me. You're not going to fucking go off to the bar and eat some chicken wings and have a beer while I do all the shopping. I know I don't need you, but you're damned if you think that I'm going to do a favor for you and fucking waste my afternoon. You sit here and watch me scroll.
But are all of the people that I buy your gifts for to give to, are they always happy?
Every year.
Did you get a nice thank you note from your friends and family?
And I don't even know what I gave them. 90% of the time.
That's my favorite.
That was amazing.
Favorite thing to do is to watch Mark say, "Oh, quick! What did we get so and so?" Because he was like so thankful, and I go, "Yeah, because I listen, pay attention." When somebody tells me something,
you are.
I write it down. Yes.
Yeah. You're way ahead. Do you feel like you're ahead of the holiday shopping? Or
I always feel like I'm behind, which keeps me right on time.
Good.
Yeah, that's the key to everything, to be behind so that you're right on time.
Yeah.
So it's such sad news.
Yeah.
Rosalind Carter
passed away this weekend.
And she's 96. Great, incredible life.
Married for 77 years. We'll be 102.
I mean, we'll have to take excellent care of ourselves.
Yeah. No, 112. We had to be 100. We'll be 112.
112?
I don't know if I want to go to 112. It's the last 12 years. I'm not sure. But anyway.
You ask a 111-year-old, do you want to get to 112?
Yeah, I'm sure
like,
yeah, most of them.
I mean, sometimes, though, like, this is ridiculous.
She was a great advocate for mental health.
Yes.
During her time there and afterwards in the White House. And then we were talking this morning. It was the first election
that we recall.
It was 1976, so we were 5.
Yeah.
5
that
years
we
old.
I recall the political discussions in our house. It was the first one where I was like cognizant that something major was happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really. Do you remember when we saw them?
I don't. Tell me when.
Okay, I was pregnant with Michael.
Okay.
And we were in Key West, and we were at a stone crab restaurant.
Joe's.
I don't know the name of it. We were getting key lime pies to take to your parents.
Okay.
And
they were at the restaurant?
The Carters were there.
Oh, really?
You don't remember that?
I don't remember.
It was so... major was happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really... Do you remember when we saw them?
I don't. Tell me when.
Okay. I was pregnant with Michael.
Okay.
And we were in Key West. And we were at a stone crab restaurant.
Joe's.
I don't know the name of it. We were getting key lime pies to take to your parents.
Okay.
And
they were at the restaurant?
The Carters were there.
Oh, really?
You don't remember that?
I don't remember.
It was so momentous in my mind. I was like, there's Rosalind and former President Jimmy Carter. And it was just like so significant.
It's coming back to me now. It's coming back to me now.
Do you remember that we went to Key West?
I do remember that.
Do you remember when I was pregnant?
I do remember that. I remember we went on a little fishing trip.
We did. We went on a fishing trip. I caught a shark.
You caught a shark, and you used the rod of the pole on your belly to hold it.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't do that.
Yeah. That was like that was a very stable place.
Don't do that. It was a big sports weekend in the Consuelo's house.
Oh my gosh.
Other than me being exhausted.
So wrestling.
We went to go see Michigan wrestle Columbia. They won. That was great. They had a great weekend. They went on to Ryder and also won. Michigan, the football team, they won against the Maryland Terrapins.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that they've had this whole sign stealing scandal.
No matter how many times I read the story, I still don't understand.
Well, they've been. I think they're. Yeah, the coach is serving a 3-game suspension. But this week, during the Michigan game, when they would come out.
I think it's interesting. I want to go back real quick to when she was telling the story about meeting Jimmy Carter and his wife. Do you know how she's telling the story? Pay attention to how she's telling the story, and she talks about how she paints the picture. She says, we were in Florida. We were at a restaurant getting stone crabs, and he goes, Joe's. Real quick, he said that as if he thought he was on an episode of $25,000 Pyramid or $100,000 Pyramid with like Dick Clark. You know what I mean? He was so eager to like interrupt her story just to say Joe's, as if he was gonna get like 100 points or he was gonna win $500 for getting the correct answer. Joe's almost like she was a game show host saying, okay, so if you get this correct, you'll win $1,000. When I was pregnant with Michael, we went to a restaurant in Florida and we got stone crabs. Joe's. Ding, ding. That is correct, Mark. Very good. You're so smart. You win $1,000. Very good. You know, and it's not even about money. He was just doing that to almost prove that he wanted to show his wife, look, I'm smart. I remember. Don't leave me.
We went on a fishing trip.
Listen.
Caught a shark.
You caught a shark. And you.
Watch how he says Joe's. He says it like he's
in Key West.
He almost says it as if there's like everyone else in the studio is like welcome to like blurt out the answer if you know what restaurant she's talking about. Hey, all right, Mark. So you and all the people in the audience, all right, you in the audience, feel free to blurt out the answer once you know it. And whoever doesn't get it first is really, really stupid. Okay. So when I was pregnant with Michael, we were in Florida and we went to that restaurant where we got stone crabs. Joe's. I get it right. See, I win. I win. It's Joe's.
And we were at a stone crab restaurant.
Joe's.
I don't know the name of it. We were getting key.
Right. He's not even focused on listening to her story and letting her talk. He's focused on trying to prove to the world that he's not stupid. So he interrupts and cuts off his wife with a useless fucking statement.
Political discussion.
A useless fucking statement.
One where I was like cognizant that something major was happening. But yeah, it's really. Do you remember when we saw them?
I don't. Tell me when.
Okay, I was pregnant with Michael.
Okay.
And we were in Key West. And we were at a stone crab restaurant.
Joe's.
I don't know the name of it. We were getting key lime pies to take to your parents.
Okay.
And
they were at the restaurant?
The Carters were there.
Yes.
Oh, really?
You don't remember that?
I hate that when I'm telling a story and someone interrupts you like after every 6 or 7 words with like a kind of like, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm following. Just shut up and let me. You don't have to give me verbal confirmation that you're listening to my story, okay? Shut the fuck up and listen when I'm
Rosalind
done.
And former President
You can comment and ask all you want.
It was just like so significant.
Oh my God.
We've got
just watch the same shit over. I'm sick of this shit.
And it was just like so significant.
It's coming back to me now. It's coming back to me now.
Do you remember remember that we went to Key West?
I do remember that.
Do you remember when I was pregnant?
I do remember that. I remember we went on a little fishing trip.
We did. We went on a fishing trip. I caught a shark.
You caught a shark, and you used the rod of the pole on your belly to hold it.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't do that.
Yeah, that was like that was a very stable place.
Don't do that. It was a big sports weekend in the Consuelos house.
Oh my gosh.
Other than me being exhausted
So
by
wrestling.
we went to go see Michigan wrestle Columbia. They won. So that was great. They had a great weekend. They went on to Ryder and also won. Michigan, the football team, they won against the Maryland Terrapins.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that they've had this whole sign stealing scandal.
What I want to hear though, they talk about how they went to go watch Michigan wrestle. They never talk about their son's results. They never say Joaquin won his match. They never say Joaquin did great. He had a draw in a 4-minute. He went 4 rounds or something, or Joaquin won by 3 points, or Joaquin pinned. Or they never met. They say we went to go watch Michigan wrestle. They won, and then they change it. They never talk about what their son did. I'm starting to think their son sucks at wrestling. I'm starting to think that their son is one of the worst people on the team, and he gets pinned all the time, and he does not win. And they're not going to say Joaquin lost again. They're not going to say that. I have a feeling, and this is true, and let me know if you agree. I think that Joaquin did not deserve to make that Michigan wrestling team. I think that he made the team because his parents made a large financial donation to the university or the athletic department. You know what I mean? I think they paid to get him a spot the same way Julia Louis-Dreyfus made a big donation to Northwestern to get her son, who's terrible at basketball, onto Northwestern basketball team, because Julia Louis-Dreyfus and her husband, Brad Hall, both went to Northwestern, and she's loaded. And I have a feeling she made a very large donation, and to accept this donation, you had to put her son on the basketball team for 4 years. Because if you look at Julia Louis-Dreyfus's, his last name is Hall. His stats over 4 years of college, he averages 0.3 points a game. He didn't even average 1 point a game, and he averaged about 2 minutes a game. Over 4 years, he averaged two minutes a game, and he only played in like 8 games, and he averaged 0.3 points. He never played. Why would Northwestern put someone on their team for 4 years and then leave them on the bench and never play them? Why would a person want to play on a basketball team? Why would someone want to go on? Why would someone want to be on a college basketball team and never play? If someone really wants to play college basketball, they would go to a school where they could get playing time. And why would Northwestern put someone on their team and say, "Well, we're going to put you on our team"? Why would Northwestern put someone on their team who doesn't really care about playing? No, good, I'm coach. I'll just sit here on the bench for 4 years. I don't want to play. They should say, "Sorry, son, but that's a valuable spot. We could replace you with a 7-foot guy that can at least get rebounds and wants to play." He's like, "I don't want to play, coach. I just want to travel with the team and put the jersey on and take some pictures so I can lie to my grandkids. I'll make up my own stats. Don't worry." I think they did the same with Joaquin. I think they paid money to Michigan, so they were enabling them to put him on their team. They bought him a spot, and I think he loses. And I'm going to do some research and see if I could do research of these wrestling matches and see if there's individual matches. Unless for some reason, as a freshman, he's not on the official roster because it's all filled with junior varsity and varsity. But it's not like basketball where there's 12 roster spots, right? There's weight classes. So unless it works out where it's like only one match in each weight class takes place. So if he's like in the 200-pound weight class, if you're only allowed to pick one 200-pounder from that division to wrestle per match, and there's another one that's like another 200-pounder that's like a junior or a senior, then they might say he's the one that's going to represent. But you're just training right now, freshman year, and you're going to matches, and you're gonna, and then sophomore year you're gonna have the right to earn, a spot or earn the top, like first cheer in the concert or in the choir or something, or like in a band for your first chair. So maybe, but he has to wrestle. There's no way he just spends all year practicing and stuff. They have to have like JV matches or like, matches with other schools that don't count in the standings. But they got to have some kind of freshman team where he has to have some kind of competition against other students across the country. So I have a feeling he does wrestle and he loses. And that's why they don't talk about him. The reason he loses is because he sucks at wrestling. He just likes it, but he's not good at it. And he wanted to be on the team so he could wear the jersey and go to the practice and walk around school with a jacket that says wrestling and tell people I'm on the wrestling team, and it gives him confidence with girls and it makes him sound tough. I like football. Wish my parents could make a big donation to like Harvard for them to put me on as their third string quarterback. And then I could go to school at Harvard say I'm on the football team. Oh man, that's what they did. They paid for their stupid son to be on a sports team he's not talented enough to make on his own merit. Very confident this is what they did, which is just more reason to know these aren't good people you're watching. They're really not. They live under the Disney umbrella. They're all smiley every morning, and you fall for it. You fall for it. Better open up your fucking eyes to see who these people really are, because I wouldn't be surprised if we see them on a fucking NBC not Dateline, but a 2020 special, some Netflix special, 10 years, 20 years down the line about some corrupt shit they did. Yeah. You say no, but I bet how many people have we seen videos and documentaries about years later that back when they were popular or at the height of their celebrity, you would have never guessed it. Just think about it. You Google it if you need some help. It's not that hard. They're up to. They're not the best people.
I think the coach is serving a 3-game suspension. But this week, during the Michigan game, when they would come out onto the field during timeouts, the coaches go on the field, they're in the huddle, and they have those sky cams that come across and show the huddle. They had coaching assistants put up big M's to go over the huddle so the camera couldn't see. So they're like, yeah, we may have cheated, but everybody's doing it.
Funny.
Yeah. You know what they say? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's what they say.
Jan, write that down, because as you know, I'm writing Mark's memoir. Write that down.
Which just lets you know, and you think he's just being funny. No, this is derived from the actual truth. He's a lifetime cheater. This kid, when he was in grade school, probably found a girl that had a crush on him, milked it, got girls to do his homework for him. Some ugly girl named Elizabeth was like, hey, Mark, you look nice. And he was like, ugh. But he would be like, hey, Elizabeth, thanks. You look pretty too. Hey, want to be study partners? And then he would get a girl that he knew liked her, right? Pretended to like her back to be study partners, got her to do all the work in the study group, then probably put his name on it and got the same A that she did, even though she did all the work. He would get an A for her work. Or they would do a group assignment in class. Again, she would do all the research and he would sit there, just listen and then copy down the answer. Yeah, so what do we think about this one? Yeah, what did Napoleon do? What was the year? He'll just look around and the other people are looking through their books and he's just sitting there. He's just flipping a page, pretending like he's looking. Yeah, let's look. And he's just sitting there staring, counting, waiting for someone to come up with the answer. And then he'll be like, oh, you got it first. Damn, I was this close. 1806. Okay, 1806. I was thinking that. Yeah, I was thinking that. I was just wanted to confirm, but we're a good team. And then the group gets an A-, and he's like, see, and then if he has to do solo homework, he either found a nerd or some dork to do the homework for him, or he found a girl that had a crush on him. He probably cheated on a test if he could. I mean, it's not like he probably went to great lengths, but if he could peek and he could see someone's answers, oh, he did it. He didn't make any effort to do good at school because he wasn't that bright, and he knew that he wasn't that bright, and his parents knew he wasn't that bright. And being a young brown boy in the Southern Illinois, it probably wasn't smart to just highlight, oh, by the way, I'm not only am I a child of immigrants, but I'm also a person of color and I'm stupid. You're just digging yourself a hole to China, right? So he learned from a very young age to be successful in America, he's going to have to lie, cheat, and steal. And that's what he's been doing his whole life because been convinced since he was a kid and told by his parents and grandparents and everyone that he's not going to get by on his own intelligence. And, he's not smart enough and talented enough to make it the correct way. He's going to have to, break the rules. And someone said, Mijo, you got to try to blackmail someone. Go find a rich white boy and go try to find a rich white man and blackmail them. And he's like, yeah, hey, you got to cheat. This is what he's taught his children. Nothing wrong with cheating. In fact, Joaquin got on his wrestling team through cheating. They all cheated. They all bend the rules.
Funny is that they've had this whole sign stealing scandal.
No matter how many times I read the story, I still don't understand.
Well, they've been. I think they're the coach is serving a 3-game suspension. But this week, during the Michigan game, when they would come out onto the field during timeouts, the coaches go on the field, they're in the huddle, and they have those sky cams that come across and show the huddle. They had coaching assistants put up big M's to go over the huddle so the camera couldn't see.
Well, but you realize those cameras, they're not powerful enough to see what, like, if they're writing on a clipboard, the cameras aren't. Look, I'll let you know. The cameras, if the coach is writing something on a clipboard saying do this, the cameras aren't powerful enough and strong enough to dictate what exactly is being written on the clipboard. All you see is a bunch of players with their helmets and jerseys, and a coach drawing something, but you can't tell what they're drawing. So they're just being smartasses, like saying, "Hey, you're spying on us. You have a camera. You're spying on us. Don't look at us draw up our play." And it's like, look, we can't see what you're drawing. The thing is, this Stallion guy, he was able to see what other people are doing. So it's not even relevant. They're just being smartasses, basically giving their finger to the NCAA saying, look, we cheated. We're going to get away with it, and you can't do shit about it. That's what Michigan University is saying. And everyone does it, and you'll never be able to stop any of us because we're a fucking $200 billion organization. And each university is a multi-billion dollar. What's it called? Each Division I university, their athletic program is a minimum $1 billion institution that has so much power and money between alumni that we will cover anything up. And the NCAA is too slow to catch up with us. And by the time you figure out we did it, we've already destroyed the evidence, and it's been going on for over a century. And every time technology advances, we advance with it because we have alumni that help us, and we just destroy images the new. We know how to get around it. You'll never catch us. And that's college sports. Welcome to America. Right? Fucking, can I get a sombrero and a burrito? Drug cartels never looked so good, did they? Thanks, George Washington.
So they're like, yeah, we may have cheated, but everybody's doing it.
Funny.
Yeah. You know what they say? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's what they say.
Jan, write that down, because as you know, I'm writing Mark's memoir. Write that down. I want that to use
in New York news, the Jets, they had a bad game yesterday. They lost 32-6 against the Bills. And then the Giants. Okay, so the Giants won. But here's the thing. Their record, what's their record, Shirley? 2-7 or something, 2-7. It behooves them not to win anymore.
I was just gonna say, what are you gonna say that it's what are you gonna say is that the Giants are in like one of the top 5 positions to get, or in position to get one of the top 5 draft picks next year. And so that if anything, the Giants want to lose to make sure that they get a top pick. So winning is just going to hurt their draft choice. And right now they're like in position to be like, get the 3rd overall pick. And if they win, it's just going to hurt them more than it helps them.
Right, so they can get a better draft pick.
Right.
I know that.
Yes.
No one gives a shit. No one gives a fuck. No one gives a shit.
Thank you.
You're not funny. You're an ugly, skinny little fucking whore.
String quarterback, Tommy DeVito. He makes $44,000 a game. Not bad. But he lives with his mom. He lives at home. He lives in New Jersey. Tommy DeVito. He won. Good job, Tommy. Just don't do it again.
44,000 a game is a lot, no? Or is that not a lot?
I guess it's relative to the other quarterbacks. The other quarterbacks are making.
Well, it's a very small amount compared to what other quarterbacks are making, but I mean, to me, that's a lot of money. I mean, let's just say 44,000. I mean, if you played a whole game, you're looking at what, 444,000 plus roughly three. So what is he making? About $750,000 a year? Hey, how many people, if you asked them, would you be interested in a job playing football where you make $750K a year? I'm sure a lot of people would say yes. So
1,000 a game is a lot, no? Or is that not a lot?
I guess it's relative to the other quarterbacks. The other quarterbacks are making.
yeah, but here's the deal. See, it behooves the Giants to win any more football games because they don't want to affect their draft choice. They want the best draft choice possible. But it doesn't help Tommy DeVito and his future in the NFL and his career to have the Giants win. So why in the hell would Tommy DeVito play terrible on purpose and lose on purpose to help the Giants get a better draft pick for a team that he's not going to be a part of? It is important for Tommy DeVito to play the best football he can and to try to win and do the best he can so he can secure himself some security on an NFL team or teams over. Hopefully, Tommy DeVito is looking for a 10-year, 12-year career in the NFL, I would assume. And you know what? That's not going to happen if he sucks. Sucks footballs, I guess. I'm trying to not be vulgar, but if he stinks and he loses, even if he loses on purpose, like, what are you going to do? It's not going to help him to tell other GMs next year, well, you went 0-6, and in 6 games, you went 0-7, and in 7 games, you threw 800 yards. That's terrible. And he goes, oh, wow, that wasn't the real me. I did that on purpose. Yeah. I'm better than that. He's like, you threw 9 interceptions. I threw those on purpose. So why would I want to hire a quarterback that is throwing interceptions on purpose? This is like the Black Sox scandal. Why would I want to pay someone that loses on purpose? So you lost on purpose to help a team that fired you? You know what I mean? Like, no, it's in Tommy's best interest. Screw the Giants, Tommy. You do what's best for you, and what's best for you is winning. If the Giants don't like the fact that DeVito is trying to win games to help his career, then bench him and go get Mike Glennon. I'm sure Mike Glennon would love to lose for you on purpose. Bring Mike Glennon back on. Let big old gooseneck, let little Pez dispenser Glennon do his thing, and he'll get you your 4th or 5th overall pick. But DeVito, watch out. You might end up with pick 7 or 8 because he's going to try to win and do everything he can to get a backup role somewhere else. Because even if the Giants do offer him a position next year as a 3rd stringer, he'll probably say, hell no. I'm going to pass. My friend Jimmy Garoppolo called me and said there's a lot of wonderful things waiting for me. I like to try my hand in Vegas. You know, I'm sure DeVito could have a lot of success. Him and Garoppolo, the 2 Italian quarterbacks in Vegas, going to the Bunny Ranch, getting that VIP treatment. I'm sure DeVito would. I could see that. Not a lot of Italians.
Come on, good job, Tommy. Just don't do it again.
44,000 a game is a lot, no? Or is that not a lot?
I guess it's relative to the other quarterbacks. The other quarterbacks are making.
Well, to me, that sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
Well, your quarterback,
I guess.
Well, your quarterback, Jalen Hurts, makes like $1.5 million a game. $1.5 million a game, yes. And DeVito makes $44,000. Well, yes, but he's an undrafted free agent, that undrafted rookie from Illinois that doesn't. He's not that good. He doesn't deserve $1.5 million. You only get $1.5 million through many years of success and proven dominance and talent.
Do it again.
You don't just get offered $1.5 million a game for being who you are. You have to earn that through years of hard work and proof.
44,000 a game is a lot, no? Or is that not a lot?
I guess it's relative to the other quarterbacks. The other quarterbacks are making.
To me, that sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
But I guess it's not a lot because everybody's got this look on their face.
Yeah, some guys are making 4 or 5 times that.
Okay, got it. Yeah. I don't know the going rate for quarterbacks.
A lot. A lot. Yeah, a lot.
In other news, if I can pivot away from sports, I know that you love sports so much. I did not realize that this show would turn into ESPN.
It's for the guys. I see my guys there.
It's for the guys. The guys. Hey, you know what? It's all the fucking guys. Yeah, all your fucking guys that want to come and watch a fucking daytime talk show. Mark, all the guys in the crowd, their wives dragged them or they're gay. No one's fucking waking up and dying to go to the fucking live show on ABC so they could fucking get their sports information from fucking Mark the dildo with the crooked fucking Beetlejuice nose. Look at his fucking nose right there. It's for the guy ESPN. He's like, and he's laughing, but he's like, hell yeah. He takes it as a compliment, like, yeah, right, because that. See, my wife just compared me to ESPN. That's how good I am at sports talk. I'm just like an ESPN analyst. That's funny. You're right though. I do. I'm so into it, and I just overtake it. I'm just like Greenberg. Oh, ES Sports Center. Give me a call. You bullshit. He spells ESPN with 2 Z's and a fucking dick. Ask Mark to spell entertainment. ENTENEMENT. Entertainment.
I did not realize that this show would turn into ESPN.
Yeah, I do. I'm so smart and so passionate about sports. I'm just like all the ESPN workers. I'm just like, we're the same.
This show has become so welcoming to men.
Boo.
There was a time, gents, where it would be few and far between. I would look out here and see a sea of just women. And now...
And guys held hostage.
And the occasional man that did something wrong that was here against his will.
Right.
Now I see it's like a 60-40, and it's starting to alarm me.
I'd say it's 70-30. I'd say it's 70-30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, away from sports.
Well, why don't we see how many men are in this shot? Little rough nugget.
60-40, and it's starting to alarm me.
Oh, this one's a great laugher. Let's see. Guy. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So right here in this shot, I count 7 guys. This guy doesn't really seem like he's into sports and masculine things. This kid was just dragged along. So let's just count them anyway, 7. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 girls. And even next on the top row, that guy at the glasses, there's a girl next to him. 20 girls and 7 guys. So 20 out of, I safe to say 23 out of 30. Right? And I'll even say, I'll see 8 out of 33 guys. So you're looking at a 24%. That's my rough estimation. Is that there's roughly about 24% guys. And she's saying 60-40, which is exaggerated because that's what they do. Not only are they bullshitters as people in their DNA, but they work for a bullshit company doing a bullshit show that lives in fucking bullshit land. And then he tries to help out and still fucking exaggerates. Like, what the fuck is 7 out of 23? Oh my God, I lost track now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 7 out of 27. Now I gotta go on this fucking calculator. I want you to wait while I do long math. 25.9% are men in this one shot. So you figure that's 1 out of 4. 70. So he said 70-30. This would suggest 75-25. Okay. Do you? All right. I'm going to let this go now because it's going on too long. 41 minutes. 41 minutes. And we're fucking 9 minutes into the fucking show. Go fuck yourself. I'm going to make you fucking watch this show for fucking 7 hours.
Of just women. And
guys held hostage.
And the occasional man that did something wrong that was here against his will.
Right.
Now I see it's like a 60-40, and it's starting to alarm me.
I'd say 70-30. I'd say it's 70-30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, away from sports news, Jimmy Kimmel is back to host the Academy Awards where he belongs.
Love Jimmy. I think
Jimmy
he does
Kimmel
a
is
great
the
job.
only host the Oscars need.
Yeah, he's great.
He's so good at it.
Yeah.
He just gets it right year after year.
I agree.
So I'm thrilled about that.
Yeah. And for Thanksgiving week, there's going to be some travel weather that we have to worry about on Wednesday. Rain, wind could make for rough roads and possible delays. As early as Tuesday afternoon, so be careful through Wednesday. And we have got one coming in from...
We've got...
one coming in from Michigan Wednesday.
Yep. One, we've got 3 coming in from Michigan.
Oh, 3, yeah.
Yeah, we've got 3 coming in from Michigan on Wednesday. We've got one coming in Tuesday.
Right.
We've got kids coming in. We've got one coming in from Boston on Wednesday too.
Oh, wow.
So
but that should be a fine. That's that's not that far.
What? Here's what. I want to be like Martha Stewart and just cancel Thanksgiving. She canceled her Thanksgiving. She usually hosts, I guess, Thanksgiving, and she was like, "I'm not doing this anymore." And that's what we've got to do.
There comes a point in time when people say, like my mom used to make me lasagna, and whenever I asked, and she's like, "I'm not doing that anymore."
I know. That was a big loss.
Yeah,
the whole family.
She's like, "Yeah, I'm not doing that anymore."
It's true. I was like, "Where's our lasagna?" And she's like, "I've decided I'm not cooking ever again." And we went, even for us? Even for Mark, your favorite child?
I am the favorite, right?
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knows it.
Yeah.
Even the grandkids know it. They're like, "Ask Uncle Mark, he's the favorite." Do you know what cricketing is?
No.
Okay. I believe that I cricket against you. Cricketing is, they say it helps you fall asleep faster, and it's backed by science. It's the art of rubbing your feet together before bed like a cricket. I tend to cricket against you.
Yes.
I cricket my legs up against Mark's legs.
Right.
And I do it to the point of, we did a bed segment here on the show. And I'm so used to cricketing up against Mark that the bed segment was with Ryan Seacrest and Jerry O'Connell. I know it sounds weird. It sounds weird, but go with me. And Jerry O'Connell was in Mark's position in the bed. And I started cricketing my legs against his. And he was like, "Kelly, that's weird." And I was like, "What's weird?" And then I realized I was cricketing my legs against Jerry's legs. Because I'm so used to cricketing in the bed against the person to
which
my
is
left.
dangerous, especially in the fall when things are dry, because if you don't shave, you could start a fire.
You know what else is dry? You know what else is going to be dry during the holidays? You know what else is going to be dry for you during the winter?
Survivalist. You could do that warrior SEAL team show that's on.
It's a good thing you never have stubble anywhere.
But I don't cricket.
Don't you?
Well, maybe I snuggle. I feel that I may be snuggling less this weekend. But so it's a thing. The cricketing is the thing?
Yeah. They say it's backed by science.
Aww.
It's calming your nervous system, helps your body self-regulate. It's like likening to the habit of acupuncture. There's a your body has a ton of nerve endings and acupressure points that are stimulated when you start cricketing. So tonight when you go home, in your bed, and then when you're put in the guest bedroom, try cricketing your legs together to see how fast.
And make sure you change the batteries on your fire alarm.
And then if we...
Oh, come on.
I am so looking forward to Mark's ice cold weekend.
No, but truly, I would have to ask Chewy if you cricket, because she sleeps between us down by that side of the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh. We have a big show today.
From the Golden Bachelor, Jesse Palmer is here.
Also, we have JoJo Siwa. She's also here.
And we begin live Thanksgiving cooking week when I share my recipe for apple blueberry crumble.
Am I gonna have a piece?
If you're nice. I've never made it this way. I've never made it in a cast iron skillet. So I'm learning. I am going to do it a different way for this show, because I think I've made the old recipe here. Like, we're running out of things for me to cook on this show, because I only cook like 8 things, and I've been here 23 years. So you do the math. All right, you all know what time it is. It's time to play.
Let's say hello to Julie Miller from San Diego, California, who watches the show on KGTV. Good morning, Julie. How are you?
Good morning, Kelly and Mark. Great. How are you?
Doing good. Doing good. All right. You know how this game is played, right? You've given us 2 statements. One is true. One is false. I have 60 seconds to decide which is the truth. If you stump me, you will win this.
Thing of beauty.
Thing of beauty. All right, here are your 2 statements, Julie. I was in a news helicopter, or I was in a hot air balloon that needed to make an emergency landing. All right, let's go. I feel that air balloons always make emergency landings just to land, right? Is that what were the circumstances that you had an emergency landing?
Well, this was a few years ago. I went to this very fancy party.
Okay, relax. She's a storyteller. First impression guess. I was in a hot air balloon that needed to make an emergency landing. I was in a news helicopter. She was in a news helicopter probably when she was like a teenager or high school or something.
And we all parked down below on this hill, and the hot air balloons were there, and we're going to take us up the hill to the party.
Oh.
And we started up in the balloon, and then all of a sudden the pilot said, "We've got to land." And I think it was a gust of wind. And so we landed, and then we all had to trek over to the road, and they drove us up to the park.
Huh. Okay, that is a fancy party. Were you part of a news team? Is that why you were in a news helicopter?
Yeah, that's right. I think the pilot was showing off a little. The news director said, "Hey, do you want to go up and take a look around in the helicopter?" I said, "Yeah, sure." And then he started flying down the streets of San Diego under the building real low. And when we got back to the station, the news director said, well, he was just fined for flying way too low.
Okay.
But it was fun.
Are you on the news? Are you a news person? Are you a newscaster?
I was.
Okay.
Can you give us your sign off?
Julie Miller, AM 1130, KSCO.
Hey, that sounded pretty official.
That sounded pretty official. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Are you on the news? Are you a news person? Are you a newscaster?
I was.
Okay.
Can you give us your sign off?
Julie Miller, AM 1130, KSCO.
Hey, that sounded pretty official.
That sounded pretty official. Yeah, I'm gonna say that you were, because I've never heard of a party with hot air balloons like that. That'd be a really inefficient way to go up and down, but it sounds like a good story. I'm gonna say that you were in a news helicopter.
Sorry, that's true.
Yes. Yes.
And you guys fucking heard me rewind it back. I had to run in from the bathroom and I fucking read it in fucking 7 seconds. I was in a hot air balloon that needed to make an emergency landing. I was in a news helicopter. Boom. Fucking from the time I read of both of them to the time I made my guess took less than 10 seconds. Made my guess. Got the correct answer with logic and common sense. Not having to ask questions. This is too easy. The fact that he sucks as much as he does, and I'm proving how fucking simple this is a fucking child's game. All right? Children's game you're fucking playing, and you fail at it, you fucking piece of shit.
I'm sorry, too.
I take the L. I take the L for that. That was my fault. That was my fault, Julie.
Yeah, that was good.
I feel so responsible for that. I'm just going to buy Julie the mug and the t-shirt because I screwed her. Yes, no, I mean it, Julie. I screwed you over big time. I'm here for the girls, you know. So I am like, that was bad. I just wanted to hear you say it. Do it one more time. It sounds so good.
Julie Miller, AM 1130, KSCO.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Hey, listen, you didn't win the mug or the t-shirt.
But I'm going to send it to you anyway. I'm going to buy you with that.
But you still have a chance to win a valuable trip. Now it's time to fall into the holidays travel trivia.
That's Tabitha Owens from Brunswick, Georgia.
This is where I dance like a fucking idiot, and you tell me who's better, me or the one on TV.
Yes, no, I mean it, Julie. I screwed you over.
We get it. You screwed her over. Let's fucking move it.
Listen, you didn't win the mug or the t-shirt.
But I'm going to send it to you anyway. I'm going to buy you with that.
But you still have a chance to win a valuable trip. Now it's time to fall into the holidays travel trivia.
All right. Oh, there's the Kelly move. That's all she does. She's been doing that for 40 years. That's the only move she knows. And she does it as a C level.
But you still have a chance to win a valuable trip. Now it's time to fall into the holidays travel trivia.
That's Tabitha Owens from Brunswick, Georgia. All right, Deja, spin that wheel to see what Julie's playing for. Trip for to the Los Establos Boutique Inn in Panama. 8 days. Calm down. Julie's not going to take y'all. 8 days, 7 nights in a premium suite. It includes 3 meals daily. That's what, Mark?
That's all of them.
Yes. 1 excursion per day. It's a prize valued at $8,000. You have 20 seconds and only 1 guest. Julie, good luck.
Julie, here we go. On Friday's show, we talked with Coleman Domingo. How many years did Coleman say he lived in New York City?
I remember
9.
10 seconds.
I'm gonna say 17 years.
9 years. 9.
16.
16 was my second guess.
Get to give me a raise. Come on, Gilman. You guys didn't know that either.
Is that a guess? Was that
a guess?
Yeah, did you guess 17?
Well, I remember the show, and I thought sure it was 17.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Julie, but here's the exciting news. You're not going to be entered into our grand prize drawing for a Caribbean vacation valued at approximately $14,000. Plus,
The correct answer is you lie.
and a lucky member of our studio
This
audience
guy just got
will
through
each now
saying you
receive
lie
a
and you
vacuum
steal.
from iRobot.
You lie
So
and you
please
cheat to get ahead. You lie and you say, yeah, I just randomly guessed that, so you look like, wow, what a great guesser you are.
24.
24.
I love how excited they get. I love it.
People don't want to vacuum. They're sick and tired of it. All right. Better luck next time, Julie. And when we return, Jesse Palmer's here. Stick around.
Still ahead on Live. We begin live Thanksgiving cooking week with Kelly shares one of her favorite dessert recipes, JoJo Siwa. And coming up next, Jesse Palmer.
With Daisy sour cream, every bite tastes better. Every dollop, every squeeze, every moment together. Pop it up, pick it up. You can never get enough when you do what's all of Daisy. Good food tastes better with a dollar of Daisy. Do what's all of Everything tastes better with a dollar of Daisy.
It's Black Friday at Pandora.
He really wants you to go into the bedroom and have a conversation with him for half an hour. Because he has no friends. Because all of his friends left him because he's a terrible fucking human being, which you will never know. What the fuck is going on? What are you doing?
Now, did you get that from is this your own?
And do it.
We go down in the deal.
Welcome back, everybody. Don't forget on tomorrow's show, Cynthia Nixon will be here.
We'll also have Carson Kressley.
And we continue Live's Thanksgiving cooking week when producer, you're in for a treat. David Mullen shares his recipe for savory Gruyere slab biscuits.
Ooh, Dave.
Now, did you get that from is this your own recipe or is this one of your fancy New York Times? Yeah, he's the best. He's the best baker / chef, I think, in our staff. Gelman is getting very persnickety because Gelman's like, no, I am. But David has taken it to a whole art form. All right, his journey has taken him from football player to sports commentator and Bachelor to host of The Bachelor. Please welcome Jesse Palmer.
Good, great.
I am.
January?
It's coming in January. I know. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I can't believe it's already here.
How have you been preparing for this?
How have I not been preparing for this? I've been watching videos on birthing. I've been watching swaddling videos, how to change diapers. I'm reading a book on nurturing. Mark, I'm doing all the things. There's my beautiful wife, Emily. She's been incredible.
How's she feeling?
Hey, what
She's been
season of The
incredible. She's
Bachelor
been
was she
amazing.
on?
I think Emily is going to be the most amazing mom.
Has she started nesting yet? Like, has she started getting rid of all of your belongings?
Yes, all my stuff is now gone. I didn't have a lot of room to begin with, but now everything is absolutely gone. She's been in the nesting phase, I feel like, now for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
We got the nursery already, and this thing is quickly becoming a
That's
reality.
so exciting.
Do you know what you're going to have?
It's going to be a girl.
A girl.
I know. Thank you. I'm so happy. And we don't have any girls in our family. So I have two brothers and I have 4 nephews.
Oh, that's so nice.
So this is going to be the first. She's going to be she has us all wrapped around her finger.
Oh,
So
already.
you've had some practice being an uncle. What kind of uncle are you?
I'm a fun uncle. I'm a funkle.
Funkle.
Yes. I'm Uncle Jesse the Funkle, and I'm the one who's always sort of
Riling them up.
copying my nephews as they run around the pool trying to stab each other with screwdrivers.
Don't worry, your daughter will have that under control by the time she's 2.
I hope so. I hope
Yes.
she's a lot more chill. I think she will be.
Now you guys have a dog.
Lulu, yes.
Is Lulu ready for the baby?
I think Lulu's going to be a great. Yeah, there's Lulu. I think she's going to be great. Apparently, you have to get a blanket that smells like your baby.
Yeah,
and
I would
bring
take
the blanket
a
home.
blanket home that the baby was swaddled in.
Okay.
And take the blanket home and let the dog sort of get familiar with
So
the
the videos I've been watching on the diamond swaddle technique.
Oh yeah, I'm a good swaddler.
She was telling me.
I'll swaddle you backstage.
Hey,
let's talk
small adults and babies.
Let's talk football. You were a Gator, University of Florida. You were there this weekend.
Hey, go Gators!
Go Gators!
Go Gators! Okay, yeah, there we go. Yes, that's a long time ago, Kelly. Yeah, that is.
That's adorable.
Yeah, now I have a dad bod. It doesn't look like that anymore. But yes, I was at the game this past weekend. It is college season; it's upon us, and that was Gainesville was great. UF was fun.
That's a good
And it's the best time of year.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, so we need to take a little break, but when we come back, we'll talk about Jesse and all things Bachelor Nation. Stick around.
Still ahead on Live. Kelly shares the recipe for one of her favorite Thanksgiving desserts.
Where's the control?
She found it. The feeling.
It's usually in the living room, the kitchen, the bathroom, or the computer room. Because I don't know why. I know why, actually. Because when I was young, whoever had the remote control had power of the TV. And so it was one of those when I was younger. If I was in the... We had a...
660-650-4071. That's 1-866-650-4071.
Well, ladies, I missed you all so much. It's so great having you all back here together. But first, Sandra, I know you were very nervous that first night getting out of the limo, but you had some great advice for Gary. So if there's anybody here tonight that maybe is feeling the nerves, anything you might recommend, I'm sure we could all do it together.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh.
Take a deep breath.
Oh, no. Oh, it works every time.
What she said, but that sounds like something I would have said.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
It's a 4-letter word that you're not allowed to say on any Disney-related channel.
Right. The Golden Bachelor, Gary.
Yeah.
People have fallen in love. We had him on the show.
I know
We
you did.
fell in love.
I know.
He's such a sweet.
Yeah, he's compelling. He has an incredible story that's, I think, heartwarming, and he's a guy who has so much maturity and emotional maturity. I think both he and the women as well. They have so much wisdom. They've lived life. They have children. Many of them have grandkids, and I think they're people that are really easy to root for. That's what I think is the magic there.
Do you see there being a Golden Bachelorette?
I hope so.
I love that idea.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
I think there should be, right? There totally really should be. I think there are multiple women from Gary's season that would make amazing Golden Bachelors. I'm literally on the edge of my seat waiting to get the news, if in fact that's going to happen.
You also host Bachelor in Paradise. You've been the Bachelor. What are some classic mistakes people make?
Do you remember the artist Bob Ross?
Yes.
He called them happy accidents.
Yeah.
There are a lot of happy accidents that take place. You shouldn't tattletale on somebody else.
Right.
And I wouldn't throw the L word around
too much.
Liberally.
Right.
Well, even Gary did that.
Yes.
He got caught up.
He threw the L word.
Right now is in love, in fact, with two women, both Leslie and Teresa. And of course, in the finale, there can only be one in the end. I think this is going to be, the most emotional goodbye that anyone has ever seen on Bachelor, Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise, coming up in the finale in a couple weeks.
Hey, good luck in January.
I appreciate it. Send us pictures. Okay. Any advice you have, please send them.
I will get. I've got a lot of advice.
Catch up on The Golden Bachelor this Thanksgiving at 8 p.m. and tune in for the live finale Thursday, November 30th on ABC. Coming up next, JoJo Siwa, Dancing Around.
Tomorrow on Live, from the Gilded Age, Cynthia Nixon.
Attention people with or new to Medicare. Now is the right time to get more coverage with a Zing Health Medicare Advantage plan. Zing plans offer more coverage beyond that of original Medicare. Most plans have a $0 premium and $0 or low copays, plus lots of amazing extras like prescription drug coverage in every plan. Most include $0 deductible, $0 copays on all Tier 1 medications, $0 insulin medications, and free home delivery. Coverage for preventive and comprehensive dental services, including dentures and crowns, vision and hearing coverage, which includes exams, and allowances for eyewear and hearing aids. Call 888-511-3568 now to speak to friendly, knowledgeable licensed agents to request your free all-in-one guide. We can answer your questions, help you understand your options, and even help you enroll over the phone. Zing partners with doctors and hospitals in your community to connect you with the right care at the right time. Zing provides savings and support with help doing light housework, free transportation, groceries, healthcare items, utility payments, and much more. Zing also has plans for people with conditions like diabetes that offer $0 insulin medications and a free continuous glucose monitor. That means no more finger sticks. Zing makes it easier to manage your blood sugar. Get amazing coverage now. Call 888-511-3568. We're here to answer your questions and even help you enroll over the phone.
You probably wouldn't know that I just moved up to Chicago from Florida. It's a little colder here. We don't have a car, so we've been able to use Uber for everything that we need to do. They've made it so much easier for us transitioning to a new city in case there's places that we don't know. We're not going to get lost, and it's going to get us back safely. The drivers here in Chicago for Uber have been amazing. They give you a sense of familiarity and comfort when you're driving with them. So now I feel like a real Chicagoan. The Bears.
Welcome back. She's a social media superstar who is pushing herself to the brink in the military training reality series Special Forces World's Toughest Test. Please welcome back JoJo Siwa.
I just want to drink you in. Are these all piercings or are these
No,
slip-ons or what's happening?
they're all just rhinestones that I glue on.
I love it.
Good.
Some days I have 12, some days I have 1. It depends on how early I wake up.
How was your weekend? You just got here?
Oh my God, yeah, I got in at like midnight last night. My
Oh.
weekend was incredible. I was in Florida with Tyler, Tyler Cameron, who became one of my best friends from Special Forces. Yep, there we are.
Fun.
We went out on his boat. It was so fun. He's a very scary driver. This is us working out. I was practicing deadlifting him. And then
So you really formed a bond on that show.
Oh yeah, Tyler and I, Nick and Tyler, we're kind of like the trio.
The trio.
Yeah, they're gonna be the best men at my wedding. They're my boys.
That's
really
amazing.
nice.
So take me through your social media presence. What is it? 11 million Instagram followers,
Crazy.
12 million YouTube subscribers.
Yeah.
46 million.
Yeah, that one's the gnarly one.
That's a small country.
Right? It's crazy.
What do you put out there that people can't get enough of?
I think just really me authentically. I think I don't take it too seriously. I think I don't take myself too seriously. I think I've kind of learned the ways of the internet. You know, it's been 11 years now, which is well over half my life, which is crazy. I don't know. I think I love it. I think the commitment to it is a big thing. I get frustrated when people say being a social media influencer is something anyone could do. And I'm like, no, because if anyone could, it's the best job in the world. Everybody would.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I don't know. Social media for me is like, it's like one of my little sprinkles.
Your sprinkles. Speaking of sprinkles, what are your plans for Thanksgiving? Do you still live with your parents?
I do.
You do?
I do. I still live with mom and dad. They're the best. They are the best. I don't have a desire to live alone. You know, I'm chilling. They cook. They clean. I saw this interview of Zendaya. She was like, my parents do my laundry. Why would I move? And I was like, no, literally, I have dirty clothes, and then all of a sudden I walk in my room and they're clean. And I was like, oh.
But like, are the rules different? Like, you know, when you're a social media influencer, at a certain point, does your mom say, you know, pick up your stuff?
You know, it's funny. We've kind of just had a good dynamic, I guess, my whole life. I was always super self-disciplined, insane self-discipline. And it's kind of more me that'll be like, hey, let's do a 5-minute pickup, everybody.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Listen, we need to take a little break. When we come back, JoJo will talk to us about putting herself to the ultimate test.
Enter fall into the holidays web trivia, and you can have a chance to win the Roomba i3 Plus from iRobot. Just go to livewithkellyandmark.com to enter today.
Is Thanksgiving earlier this year?
No. A little bit. Next thing you know, the tree's going to go up.
Our neighbor's tree's up already.
It's so annoying.
Next time, Cynthia Nixon, plus Carson Crossley, and live Thanksgiving cooking.
Hi, my name is Katrina, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nugget trays is that they're a mouthful of awesome. That first bite gives you that full flavor. During the holidays, Chick-fil-A catering can help with bringing my family together, and that makes your heart sing.
Hey, this is Brian, and the little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nugget trays is the joy that it brings to me and everybody around me during the holidays. They're warm, juicy, and delicious. When you walk in the room, everybody just starts smiling.
Thanksgiving is almost here, and you know we're talking politics at this table. Plus, Josh Gad, Sarah Paulson, JoJo Siwa, and Carla Hall are all hitting America's #1 daytime talk show, ABC's The View.
On the next Cameron Hall, in an exclusive first, Brad and Judy invite us inside their home to meet their new baby. Then I catch up with Candy Burrs at her restaurant, the Old Lady Gang, next Cameron Hall.
Today at 1 on ABC7.
Feels good to be home.
This Wednesday, Black Friday deals start early at Ashley. Get 30% off store-wide or get 0% interest for 60 months with no minimum purchase and no down payment. This Wednesday, 10 a.m. to midnight, shop Black Friday deals at your local Ashley Furniture store.
Enter the amazing universe of 'Twas the Night Before by Cirque du Soleil, an acrobatic retelling of a classic tale, a forever-lasting experience for your kids and the kid in you. 'Twas the Night Before by Cirque du Soleil in Chicago, playing at the Chicago Theater, December 7th through December 28th. Tickets on sale now at chicagotheater.com/Cirque.
Feels good to be home.
This Black Friday at Ashley, doors open at 7 a.m. Line up early for doorbusters starting at $199. This recliner, only $199. Plus, for 2 hours only, this upholstered sofa is only $299. Ashley's Black Friday sale. Doors open at 7 a.m.
She took that breath too early. Too early? What do you mean?
But she did it! I did take it too early.
Wait, it was like, it was right before the one.
Right before, but I mean, I was a split second too early. Honestly, I accredit it to all my stamina training that I do, because if I didn't have the lungs that I have, I mean, I shouldn't have passed that.
How long is the stay under?
I think like 15 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not too long.
It's not really that long.
And the water's freezing.
Yeah.
It's below freezing water, and it's the pressure. I mean, it's brutal.
A special forces.
But I passed. I did it.
Yes, thank God. Well, you're here.
I'm here.
Special Forces World's Toughest Test. So it's a bunch of celebrities being trained by Navy SEAls?
Basically, yeah. We have 4, they're called the DS.
Okay.
And we had 4 DS with us, and these guys have 70 years military experience between the 3 of them. They are, I mean, absolute beasts. I'm lucky enough to have one of them with me here today, hanging out. That's DSQ right over there.
That's what I meant backstage.
Do not let that smile fool you.
He's so nice.
No, he's not.
He's so nice.
You know, I will say during selection, I mean, when I tell you, anytime I saw that man, I was like, and still now to this day, I'm like, my mom told me before I came here, she was like, now, you know, if DSQ comes, you still have to talk, right? I was like, I will.
Because you were afraid.
I swear I'll talk.
Such a pussycat backstage.
Yes.
He's the best.
And you guys got close, right? You and the other contestants got close?
We did. We became a family. It's crazy. We will have a bond.
You're trauma bonded.
You're trauma bonded.
Yes, exactly. We are. It's wild though, because this is gonna sound a little off, but I feel like I've had a couple of different casts from different shows to trauma bond too. I've been on a few intense shows, but this one specifically is like you can just tell this is a lifetime bond.
Yeah.
All right.
Insane.
Thank you, JoJo. Thank you. Special Forces World's Toughest Test airs tonight at 9 p.m. on Fox. Up next, I've been sharing the recipes for apple blueberry crumble. Stick around.
Tomorrow on Live, Carson Kressley. Home Goods. Go gifting. Go finding.
Look at these numbers. Just Thanksgiving is just 3 days away, so we're here to share a delicious dessert. Is my co-host on live, Kelly Ripa.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for that. You know what's so funny? I kept waiting to bring out a chef, and I was like, who's coming out? Oh, that's right, I'm cooking. Okay. So would you like to know what we're making today? We're making, you've had this before, apple blueberry crumble, but here's the twist. We are making it in a cast iron skillet, which is going to be a new experience for all of us, okay?
How can I help?
So you can start by peeling, and I want you to do a nice slice of apples. Granny Smiths are preferable because the tart-sweet ratio is good. They're not too juicy because you don't want to have soupy apple crumble. You know how when you put it on and it just goes everywhere?
Yes, I don't like that.
Exactly. Okay. So what's next is...
He doesn't know.
Okay.
Fucking Mark doesn't know. And Kelly, you know Mark doesn't know. So why the fuck are you asking him? He's like, you don't want to have soupy crumble. You know, Mark, when you take the apples and you do this, she knows he doesn't know jack shit about this. But she's like, Mark, you know? And he's like, yes, I know. Great. Yes, we all, shut up.
Preferable because the tart-sweet ratio is good. They're not too juicy because you don't want to have soupy apple crumble. You know how when you put it on and it just goes everywhere?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yes, I don't like that.
So
That's
what's
why.
next
That's
is-
why yours is my favorite.
Okay. so that's already done. Okay. We're going to take 4 cups of the apples and a 1/3 cup of brown sugar. And then a 1/3 teaspoon of water. You're just going to mix it all together.
Here, mix it here.
2 tablespoons of unsalted butter.
Okay.
And a teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay, there's got to be a bigger bowl. Anyway.
Mix it?
Just a light mix.
In the pan.
Here. And you put it in here.
This is awesome.
Look at me. I'm so adorable. I'm eating like raw apples and butter. Oh, look at me. I'm a Funko.
So what's next is, okay, so that's already done. Okay. We're going to take 4 cups of the apples and a 1/3 cup of brown sugar. And then a 1/3 teaspoon of water. You're just going to mix it all together.
Here, mix it here.
2 tablespoons of unsalted butter.
Okay.
And a teaspoon of cinnamon.
All right.
Okay, there's got to be a bigger bowl. Anyway.
Mix it?
Just a light mix.
That's terrible. The butter's not even melted. It's supposed to be melted butter, you dumb fuck.
This is awesome.
Smell that. Smells nice, right?
It smells delicious.
Oh, it smells delicious, babe.
That's what you put in your house when you're trying to sell your house.
Yes. This is a good way to sell your house. Also. Anyway, blend together 1 tablespoon.
My wife's
of
making
the
fun of how
corn
stupid I am.
starch
That's
and
funny.
2 tablespoons of water.
Okay.
You just laughs it
Separately,
off.
but okay. You really, here's the good.
All right, the way she's making this is nasty and it's not the right way, but that's the whole point. They have professionals that have been already making
Mix
one.
it all together.
And then she'll convince you that this is exactly what mine turns out like at home.
2 tablespoons of unsalted butter.
Yeah. Come on. What's up with the fucking... I can't rewind it fucking 6 seconds. It goes to like 30 seconds as a minimum.
Just a light mix.
In the pan.
Here. And you put it in here.
This is awesome.
Smell that. Smells nice, right?
It smells delicious. That's what you put in your house when you're trying to sell your house.
Yes. This is a good way to sell your house. Also. Anyway,
All right, what's next?
blend together 1 tablespoon of the corn starch and 2 tablespoons of water.
Okay.
Separately, but okay.
All right.
No, you stupid fucking moron. Come on. Look how he's not even fucking trying. He's just fucking hurrying. Like, hurry up. Let's just get through this shit. Like, let's just hurry up and get through this shit. I want to eat the final product. Like, fuck your segment. How fucking rude is this? Fuck. You're supposed to mix the flour, the cornstarch, and the flour separately. Put the cornstarch in the flour. I'm sorry. Put the cornstarch in the water. Stir it around and make a slurry. Mix it around and then take that mixture of incorporated cornstarch and water and then pour that into the apples. He doesn't even let her finish. So then you mix the cornstarch. The cornstarch, yes, great. Dump it in. See, look how fast I am. I'm not so good. He tries so hard to help, he ends up hurting because he doesn't take the time to think. She just said you're going to mix cornstarch. And, okay, cornstarch dump, water dump. And now you got this lumpy cornstarch. Okay, you just messed it up. You know what? What the hell's wrong with you? And then you do, okay. All right. We'll just go to commercial and we'll just bring you the product that our professionals made backstage hours ago. What the hell's wrong with you, dude?
That's what you put in your house when you're trying to sell your house.
Yes. This is a good way to sell your house.
Just so you know, whatever Mark does, do the opposite. Do not do what Mark is doing.
Starch and 2 tablespoons of water.
Okay.
Separately, but okay.
All right.
You really, here's the good news. I'll tell you what, you cannot screw this up. Again, yeah, go for it.
Because you just screwed
This
it up.
is new for me because I usually do this in a baking dish, but
Yep.
we're doing it this way.
But why in a
Because it's much simpler. It's a one, instead of like having to transport it and break it up, this is like you could just put this
I
in
want
the
you
center
to
of the
finish that
table.
dish,
It's
and I
very
want to see
nice.
that
It's
end
lovely.
product.
Okay. Then we're going to, all right, this is all, we got this, got that. Okay. We want that to cook until it's like slightly a little bit more thickened.
Right.
Okay. And then we're going to get some nice blueberries and toss them in. Oh, here. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. You're going to take your pre-made pie.
You guys, you really
put it
suck at
inside
this.
your cast iron skillet,
This is so fucking bad.
as you see here, and then you're going to add fresh blueberries, a pint of
I
blueberries.
couldn't watch a
in
3-minute
here.
YouTube video of you fucking
Fold
cooking.
them in nice.
You're so hesitant. You're lost. You guys don't know your shit.
And by cooking, see how you cook? You get rid of all that excess liquid, so it's not too
soupy.
Soupy.
Soupy. Great.
And then
Great terminology.
I'll do that.
Okay, you want to dump that in?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Hold on. I want to get my notepad out. How do you spell soupy? Because this seems like really important stuff. This is top notch.
Excess liquid, so it's not too
soupy.
Soupy, right? And then we're gonna.
I'll do that.
Okay, you want to dump that in?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for holding that. Put them together now we're gonna make the crumble. Okay, so the crumble is combining. These are old-fashioned rolled oats, and then we want to add some brown sugar, and some flour, and some cinnamon, and melted butter, which isn't very melted, but melted enough.
It's not melted enough.
And
it's not melted at
baking
all.
soda, baking powder.
Okay.
By the way, the amounts are all on our website, so you can check that out.
Not
on the
interested
website.
in this
And you
shitty
wanna
ass
stir it until
fucking
it's
recipe at all.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't believe anything you say about food. Fuck your website.
No, I mean this is actually. I'm going to use a word I hate. I'm going to give you a hack here. You can buy. You know how you have the pre-made packets of instant oatmeal? in your pantry?
Oh my gosh, you're gonna
you
blow
can
my
just
mind.
open those and dump them on
No
top.
way!
It's the same.
Get the fuck
Okay,
out of
so
here.
That is, that's how
Oh
I
my
normally
gosh.
do it.
You're the
Imagine
smartest
my
woman in the
surprise when I was
world.
like, wait,
Oh.
you can just do this homemade?
What?
Because I'm used to doing it by ripping
No.
the instant oatmeal
No.
packets and dumping it on top. But this is that. So then we're going to put this on
Well,
top.
I just want to follow you on all your platforms right now. You are a game
It's gonna be
changer, mister.
I promise.
That looks disgusting.
All right.
Okay.
And then I stick that in the oven.
And then you stick that in the oven.
Okay. Is this the oven? Is this the oven?
That's the oven. So you're going to let that cook for 350
days.
Bake it for 350 degrees for 35 minutes, and then wait. You're going to burn your hands. Don't just reach in there. This is actually
feels so
hot.
like our kitchen.
Mark is worse than like an annoying fucking like 9-year-old child trying to help, but they're just getting in the fucking way. Like he genuinely was trying to help, but he started to realize, oh shit. This is what happens when he realizes, oh shit, I've just been busted on live TV acting like my true self, which is a stupid fucking idiot. So then he tries to play it off like, oh, I was just doing this all for show. Like, I've been pretending to be an idiot. This is part of our Abbott and Costello shtick. Like, put it in for 350 days. Yeah, see, I'm just continuing what I was doing since the beginning. Was I was playing a character, which was a stupid, unintelligent, a kitchen assistant. That's my character. This is like an SNL skit. We planned this for days. So now I'm going to try to make it seem like my authentic stupidity was all planned from the beginning, thinking I could fool you, the audience, because you're stupid and I'm smart. Like, this guy's a fucking moron. Someone punch him, please.
So this is how it will come out.
Wow. And you didn't make that. You
do not ever have to make a homemade pie crust. I think that it is
I think it's admirable and I think it's amazing, but they really do have them pre-made, and I can't tell the difference except that the pre-made one is always neater than the one I made from scratch. Yeah, you can try just like how you do it at home.
Oh, that's good.
It's delicious, right?
Of course, he gives the OK symbol. Less than 1 second, it's in his mouth.
It's super simple. It's actually easier than we made it look here on the air. But what I will say is, whether you do this in a cast iron skillet or just a regular baking dish, it's all delicious.
This is pretty neat.
Coming up next, we'll open up the inbox.
Whipped cream. Oh, you guys are really one of the stupidest fucking couples. If I found out you guys were in a plane that crashed, I don't think I'd cry. Like, I think I don't think your presence on TV for the foreseeable future is positive to the outcome of the country. I really think you guys need to just go move off, take your winnings, go live your life, go brag, go meet some Greek people and tell them you were president.
Pandora, lab-grown diamonds. Treat every day like a holiday. Give your best friend the gift of naturally delicious Blue Buffalo dog treats.
I had 8 UTIs in 1 year. This inspired my husband and I to start Euphoria.
It truly works miracles. The peace of mind I've been looking for.
Try today at Euphoria.com.
Really, really good.
Mark's eating half a pie. Lenny Sorrow from Newfield, Connecticut said, "Hey, Mark, after the fuzzy legs, I don't think it's not just your mom's lasagna you'll be missing this weekend."
Talking about vagina. Oh, God. What a waste of fucking time. This was a punishment to you. If you fucking sat through an hour.
I want to. Uber has opened so many.
An hour and a half of watching this. That's my punishment to you.
City I want to. Uber has opened so many doors.
Fuck Uber.
Wake up with ABC7 Eyewitness News this morning.
The View starts live right now. Old school politics. As President Biden celebrates his 81st birthday, the stage seems set for a presidential race rematch of 2 senior officials. And as one of Trump's challengers reminds Americans that President Biden isn't the only elder statesman running.
Donald Trump would actually be older on January 20th, 2025 than Biden was on January 20th, 2021.
Why do new polls show Trump is pulling ahead with young voters? And Grammy winner Josh Gad is live to talk the new season of his wild new series.
Don't disrespect. Yeah, but I'm saying America. But I'm saying America, though. Yeah. America usually say that's your best. I ain't scared of America. Hell with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know I listen to
Hey, it's been a very good week for you.
What did he just say? He said, "I ain't scared of America. The hell with y'all." What did you say? So go ahead. Tell me if you decipher what this guy just said.
Yeah, I'm America. But I'm saying America, though. Yeah. America usually say that's your best. I ain't scared of America. Hell with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know I listen to
Y'all just understand. I said, "What know what I mean?"
Yesterday, you had Tom Brady on the show.
Yes.
I mean, we never had Tom Brady on first take. Only on the Stephen A. Smith show. Oh, yeah. I see what it is. Okay. Coming up, we got new sound from the GOAT. B. You don't want to miss what he had to say.
Anyways,
about the NFL.
this was one of the worst cooking demos and episodes I've seen. This should go down in history. Watch this one over and over. It's what not to do in life. Anyways, I'm getting the fuck off. Hey, These are my Thanksgiving wishes to the Consueluses.
Spam.
Go fuck yourself.
Don't
You
till
guys
you've tried it.
suck. Congratulations on
Scissors,
hustling a
fork,
bunch of
and-
fucking dumb, fucking rich
you in a
white
loan here?
billionaires into paying you money
I'm
to
married
fucking
Tim.
waste everyone's time
Shiver me
being
Timbo.
superficial
Did he ever tell
puppets.
you the inner tube
Fuck
water
you and your
polo
family.
story?
I hope you fucking get sick from your turkey and die. Just kidding, man.